Good morning, everybody. It is 8 a.m. here, Monday, August 12th, 2024. I'm so excited to make this video because I get to share my experience with you all. That is my day with the band Slipknot. Got a really good video, a lot of good stories to tell you guys. Like this video, subscribe, support me in any sort of way. Really sincerely appreciate you guys. So let's just talk about my past Saturday, okay? I went down to what was once called the Tweeter Center, the Susquehanna Bank Center. Now it's called like the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion or whatever in Camden, New Jersey, which is just outside of Philadelphia. I mean, it is right across the street, right across the water from Philadelphia. So I drove down into the city and yeah, I went and saw the Slipknot 25th anniversary commemorative tour set list and you know, all that stuff. So got to the venue, got my credentials, and I'm so honored to say that my now friend, Mr. Jim Root, put me on the guest list VIP and allowed me to watch the show side stage during the entire evening. What an absolute treat, an honor, a privilege, and I'm incredibly humbled and thankful at that. And that's kind of the theme of this video. I want this entire video to not only share my experience and just, you know, show you guys what I saw and what I did more or less, but also too just a giant love letter to the entire band that is Slipknot, as well as the entire crew, because I was able to see some familiar faces, some old faces, as well as meet some new people and one band member in particular that was really, really incredible to me. And yeah, this video is just a long form video, a long form love letter to just say thank you. So the evening started out, I walked in and immediately was just able to walk backstage and just kind of just hang out and more or less just be, you know, just a part of the evening and kind of just do whatever I wanted. I was by myself. And when I say do whatever I wanted, I didn't necessarily want to do anything. I wanted to be a complete fly on the wall, but it was just really nice that, you know, I could just hang out with everybody more or less. So first band that was playing was a band called Orbit Culture. I got to go backstage and side stage and check that out. That was awesome. I was around during this time that I got to hang out and meet Mr. Sid Wilson, as well as his family, that is Kelly and his little boy. So I walked right up to Mr. Wilson, just introduced myself. Hey, what's up, dude? My name's Xander. Love what you do, and I love your work with the House of Masks. For those of you who don't know, the House of Masks is an entire online entity and a real-life place in Chillicothe, Ohio. I've been working with the House of Masks for years and years, but Sid Wilson, within the last, give or take 2 years, has been working quite extensively with the House of Masks, and I just said to Sid, like, love what you do with the House of Masks, love your support for AJ, and he loves you back, and it's just really cool to see. And he was really appreciative of that. Sid Wilson was like, oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Told him I did the intro track for the House of Masks, like anytime any video plays that intro breakdown, that's me. But long story short, it was really cool to just meet Sid and just hang out with him and just express my gratitude for not only being cool to me, but also being cool to a friend of mine that is AJ Good. So then from there, got to see Mike and Brad, the guitar techs of Mick and Jim, and they were so incredibly kind. It was great to see their faces, like I said in the beginning of this video, familiar faces. And we just kind of just caught up and talked about life, just asked what we were up to, and just, I don't know, got acquainted because we hadn't seen each other for 5 years. And 5 years ago, the world was certainly a lot different. A lot had transpired since 2019, obviously. And it was just really cool, again, to just see them and just catch up with some old familiar faces. And shout out to Mike. Mike's a guitar tech for Mick, and he was just an absolute legend, man. He gave me a set list from the show itself, and this is going to get framed up, and this will be you know, displayed in my house somewhere. But then he also gave me some of Mick's picks that he's running with right now. I've got 3 of them here. I've got a bigger one, and then I've got the little like Jazz 3 equivalent as well. So Absolutely amazing, man. What a gentleman Mike is. Honestly, he even let me play mixed guitar for a second because we were talking about string gauges and he threw it on me and I was just chugging along on mixed guitar on one of his ESPs and it was so cool, man. So Mike is also the owner of Powered by Omega Amp Works. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the Omega stuff, highly recommend it. Some of the best tones out there on the market. And then also too, got to hang out with Brad and catch up with him. And you know, Brad and I go as far back as 2019, again, that initial catalyst of that original video. And he and I have stayed in touch and acquaintances over the, you know, subsequent 5 years or so. And to see him again, big hug, great to see you, bud. Again, just kind of talked about life, talked about guitar stuff, obviously. And that dude is always so incredibly kind to me and just what an absolute gentleman. And to see him again was really special, and it made my evening, man. He's a great dude. Showed me the new guitar rig, showed me all of the new guitars that are out on tour, and it was awesome, man. And Brad's such a good dude, man. So he did something really cool. He strapped on Jim's guitar, the Jackson, and he's like, hey, dude, I'm going to go around front of stage. I'm going to go sound check and check some pedals and stuff like that. Can you just play this guitar for me? Just chug along. And I was like, yeah, dude, gotcha. So threw it on me, started chugging, sound checking, and yeah, got to play Jim's guitar again. Through all this, me just hanging around, Jim and I were playing like phone tag and we couldn't really find each other. I was trying to stay in one spot, but then also trying to find him, and I'm assuming vice versa. But I didn't see the man himself till he walked on stage, which is totally fine because our initial eye-to-eye meetup is like one of the coolest moments I've ever experienced in my entire life. It's funny, it's wholesome, it's just a great moment, and I was able to capture it on video. And so I was able to watch the entire set, side stage, and watch the 25th anniversary set from like me to you away. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm so honored and privileged at that opportunity. It's funny, that actual guitar was the guitar that started the show, and I think it was right after Sick, Jim came over to me side stage, and he's like, dude, feel this guitar, it plays like butter. And I was like, dude, I know, I got to play it real quick. And yeah, I was sound checking it. It's absolutely amazing. And we were like kind of cracking up just like how sick the guitar was.
Honor, privilege, and pleasure to be back here with you crazy motherfuckers from Philadelphia tonight! You have no fucking idea what this means to us. For real, you have no idea. 25 years ago, 25 years ago, we were given the gift of one of the craziest fucking shows we have ever fucking had. A pleasure playing Ozfest in the same fucking place, and here we fucking are! To come out here and see all of you here, you have no idea. So one more time, thank you so much for being here with us. And let me proudly say, welcome to 1999, motherfuckers. We have put something together very fucking special for this 25th anniversary. And that means this. That means this. Every song you will hear tonight was written before or during 1999. So without further ado, are you ready to have a good fucking time with us tonight? Then give me a scream!
But during the set, Jim and I would make eye contact, kind of crack up or do whatever. And then he started throwing picks at me and like hitting me in the chest and stuff like that. He threw me 2 picks, which, you know, these are super sick, man. Like, this is amazing, man. What cool little souvenirs, right?
Billy, you still out there, man? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Then it's time for all of us here to spit yards. One more time before we go, make some fucking noise for Urban Culture. One more time before we go, make some fucking noise for Knock Loose. Get your middle fingers in the air. This song is dedicated to any motherfucker that tries to tell you how to think, how to live, and how to be yourself. This is your old national big anthem. This song is called Surfer Side.
So the show went on. The show was absolutely amazing. And then what was really interesting, I'd never really seen this in person, is they had a police escort. So they had to leave immediately. So they all walked off stage, essentially like briskly walked off stage because they had to get out of there. So I was side stage. I went around backstage real quick, saw Jim. Hadn't really spoken to him yet, honestly, except for that one interaction on stage and the fist bump. He's like, dude, so good to see you. Gave each other a big giant hug. He's like, hey, man, we got to go. We got a police escort. We got to go up to Madison Square Garden. I was like, dude, totally fine, man. It was great to see you. Just appreciate you always being so kind to me. It's absolutely amazing to see you. And we'll keep in touch. So gave each other a big hug one more time, and off they went. And then they went in a police escort all the way up to New York City. But that, everybody, more or less is my evening with Slipknot, and a rather concise, brief rundown of the evening. And I just want to say this again, man. This video is more or less a summary of my day, but just a huge thank you for always being so kind to me, to every single crew member, every single member of the band that I interacted with or that I passed and just said, hey, what's up? As well as the Knock Loose and the Orbit Culture people as well, because their band and crew were incredibly kind to me as well. Didn't really like interact or anything like that, but just the sentiment of like, they're just good people, man. Like, it doesn't get any bigger than that. And they're just the kindest people. And I'm just so thankful to have been backstage and to have had experience that evening. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for my video today. I had such a blast this past Saturday. And I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my story of my evening, as well as checking out some of the footage that I got. I didn't want to spend all evening filming it. I just wanted to take some small snippets, as well as just kind of just sit there with my phone and watch the show. But I did want to document some of it. And I just hope you guys enjoyed this video, okay? All right, everybody. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Later.